Today we're checking out the rest of our releases from Record Store Day 2019. Welcome back. I'm Kaye from KevinKaye.com. On this channel, I do unboxing videos, product reviews, and much more. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Today I'm joined once again by my BFF forever, Kiera, who joined me for Record Store Day 2019, the second half. If you watched my other videos, you would have saw that Kristen joined me for the first half where we visited Sunrise Records, but Kiera came with me for a return trip to SRC Vinyl in Niagara-on-the-Lake, and I'll tell you why. Not every record store gets every release that's on the list for Record Store Day, which you can find at recordstoreday.com. Some of them, as far as I understand, don't even know what they're going to get before they open the boxes in the morning. So it's virtually impossible to know. You're taking a chance anywhere you go. But we went to Sunrise and I was lucky to find something that I really wanted there. And again, you can check out that video if you'd like to see that. But SRC Vinyl had everything that we needed and I was so pleased. So we went rushing over there and we're going to get into our releases right now. So Kiera, if you don't mind, I'm going to open the first record. As a lot of people already know, I am into Record Store Day more than anything else for the soundtracks. I'm really excited about a lot of the stuff. I feel when you're building a record collection that soundtracks can really help because they're compilations. You get a lot of different tracks with a lot of different artists, and it's a great way to build a music collection even with only a few pieces of vinyl. So the first one we're looking at is the soundtrack from the Breaking Bad television series. This is very exciting. Let me know in the comment section if you watched this series and what songs you might have hoped were on the soundtrack. And we're gonna take a look inside. This is a beautifully done package. I don't know how well you can tell on the camera, but the inside here is done in a very glossy, beautifully colored photo of the primary cast. The front is also glossy, where the back has your standard kind of finish on it. And it's got all kinds of good stuff on here, like Gnarls Barkley is on here, Beastie Boys are on here. It's a very diverse collection. So I'm gonna open up the records and we'll see what these are done like. It's a beautifully done package. They've got all kinds of stuff in here. Stickers. So I don't know, maybe Kiera and I will share those. I don't think Kiera's seen this series. Did you watch Breaking Bad? I hope not, but that's okay. And then we've got what looks like the track list with some more photos. So that's really something else. And more photography on the back of this. This is the sleeve for the first record. So that's beautifully done as well. And glossy photo. So that's something else. And of course, as you might have expected, a lot of the Record Store Day stuff is printed on exclusive colored vinyl. So there we go, translucent vinyl for this one. And I will open up the second record just to see if it's exactly the same. So we've got a couple of different photos from the series there. And again, translucent vinyl. So that's nice to see. And hopefully we're not boring Kiera to death. She's gonna open our second record after I see there's one more thing in here. And you gotta check these records out because there's lots of surprises in here a lot of the time. So that's a nice postcard that they've given us that you can use to send to anybody that you want. So Kiera, if you don't mind, you go ahead and open the second record, which is the soundtrack to Office Space.
Okay.
We've got a few more records to get through today, and in the meantime, I will direct you to SRC Vinyl's website so you can learn more about their record store. We decided not to film there this time because they underwent some renovations and have only recently reopened. So I'm expecting to make it back there for Black Friday this season, And when we do, we'll get a look at what they've done. And if you'd like, I'll give you a hand helping out with that.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Good. Okay. You don't have to worry about being aggressive with these records. I always buy records for me to listen to. I'm not investing or collecting or selling or anything like that. I plan to play these records. You can just toss that and we'll clean that up afterwards. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Have you seen Office Space, Kiera? No? Okay, we're gonna have to, I have to watch it first again, and then we'll have to see if it's appropriate for you to watch as well. Although I see a parental advisory sticker on the front, so we'll see. Anyway, you've got a lot of great stuff on this, and if you don't mind, let me just have a quick look at the track list with you. So it's primarily hip-hop, for those of you who haven't already seen the movie, but most of you, I think, probably have at least heard of it, if not watched the whole thing. And then if you don't mind, Kiera, just open it up so we can see the inside of that gatefold jacket. That's beautifully done. So you've got your track list, credits, as well as some photography from the show. And then if you want, Kiera, go ahead and open up the vinyl. Oh, it's a gatefold jacket, but there's only one record in there, I believe. So it's in the other side. That's a beautiful piece of colored vinyl. So obviously red, and you got the track list on one side and the classic Office Space image on the other side. So that's beautiful. Thank you, Kiera. You can just put it down and I'll put them aside carefully, and we'll get back into these afterwards. Now, what about Sopranos? Have you seen Sopranos?
No.
No, Kiera hasn't seen any of this stuff. It's okay. We do have a surprise after the third record here for something that Kiera has seen. And one of the biggest reasons why I wanted her to join me for Record Store Day 2019 at SRC. So if you watch my other videos, you'll notice, I forget if it was Record Store Day or Black Friday, that I got the Sopranos soundtrack. That was an SRC Vinyl exclusive, if I remember right. And it was beautifully done, colored vinyl. And I think I have about 4,000 records in my collection, but I believe that was the first album on which I owned a Bob Dylan track on vinyl. So if you can believe that, I was so excited about it, and I actually like the song. But this is also got another Bob Dylan track on it, and I'll give you a look at that track list as well. And it's got all kinds of stuff. Otis Redding's on here, the Kinks are on here, Elvis Costello. Like there's just, this is another diverse collection of stuff, and I'm very excited about it. So I'll open these up. We'll get to the vinyl first, and there's some other stuff in there that I see. Green splatter vinyl. That's beautiful. That's really well done. So you'll have to hang on to your album if you want the track list, because the track list is not printed on the labels, obviously. But that's okay. Another splatter vinyl, but with different stickers for you as well. If you manage to find these, you know, I was lucky enough, I always get my stuff late. And there was one more thing that I saw in here. Oh, there's your track list. So, there it is. It's weird that they would not print anything on the other side, but, and by the way, I should mention, this is the Peppers and Eggs version of the soundtrack. So they just, it looks like they went through the series and put together another collection of stuff that was missing from the first set. And I'm just double checking that there's nothing else in there. I'll give you a look at the inside of the gatefold jacket, which is a nice, beautiful, colorful photo from the series. And that's it for that one. So now the star of the show, Kiera, it's time for her to open her record. So you can tell everybody what that is.
This is a Transformers Dark of the Moon soundtrack. This is one of my favorite movies out of all of them I've seen, and yes, I have seen all of them. And there were actually 3 albums to choose from, so it was very difficult to choose because I liked all the songs on there. So I'm happy I chose this one though. So
go ahead and open it up.
Okay.
That's the most stressful part, is having so many records. I believe there were over 400 releases altogether. 3 of them were Transformer soundtracks for Record Store Day 2019. But at some point, you have to limit yourself at the record store.
Yeah.
So Kiera was lucky enough to get this one. And Kiera, you mentioned to me that there's a couple of songs on here that you are already familiar with, at least.
Yes.
What are those?
So there are 2 songs that I do like, as Kevin mentioned. And those songs are a Linkin Park song and a Skillet song.
So why don't you hold it up and show everybody the track list? That was just a single vinyl, but there looks like some goodies in there.
Trying to open this. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, for starters, there is it seems to be, what is that?
Track listing,
Track
credits, yeah, with some photography.
It's very good photography. Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you who've seen the
Yay.
movie, then for sure that's meaningful. And then I'll set this aside if you don't mind, and go ahead and open the vinyl. Wow. Solid brown vinyl. I think that's the first time I've seen solid brown, actually. We have a lot of colored vinyl in our collection. You can see the small number that I've been doing videos from. Most of it's colored vinyl, but I've got a lot of older stuff as well, but I've never seen brown that I can think of. But that's beautiful. That's very well done.
And do you mind if I just put that there?
Go ahead.
Okay. And I'm just going to check in here just to see. And there appears to be nothing else in the, what is it called?
Oh, this is just a standard jacket
Okay.
for the, when it opens up, it's a gatefold, but these are just standard. So that's it. So thank you for joining us, for helping us open our releases from Record Store Day 2019. I'm actually very late putting this video up, so it's not going to be long before we're back on Black Friday again. I would like to try another record store because I kind of want to spread around the promotion, but you can bet that I'm going to be back at SRC one way or the other, because they have had everything I've wanted and not let me down. So Kiera, thank you very much for joining me. And for the rest of you, I hope you'll like the video, give it a comment, share it with anybody who you think might get some value out of it. And we will see you next time from KevinK.com. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.